Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Intusing for those of you who do not know, and this is my show, The Comfort Zone. If you are a returning subby, thank you so much for the continued support. If you're new here, please stay and do become the part of the supportive gang. Today I'm shooting a very special video. I've been meaning to shoot this video in a very long time, but I'm glad that I'm doing it now because I feel like there's more added experience in terms of what I wanted to talk to about then. I feel like there's more to include on that. So if this is the kind of video that you like, please stay tuned. It is a video that is based on postpartum. As you guys may or may not know, I'm a new mother. I am a mother to a 1 year and 4 months little boy. And yeah, basically I'm going to be talking about my experience as a new mom, things that I found challenging, highs and the lows, truth, all of the thing, yeah. So let us get into it. So I've wrote down what I'll be talking about on this little booklet of mine, so I'll probably just be looking down every now and then just to see what topic I need to touch on next. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about how are you. How am I really? I'm good. Motherhood has been a different experience. I remember the last time I talked to you guys, I was talking about basically my journey through my pregnancy, but now this is my motherhood journey, which is different. Okay, each and every phase, each and every week, and each and every day is different. How am I? I'm doing really good. I'm in a good space in terms of motherhood. My son is growing. I've got great support at home. I'm truly like in a good space, though sometimes I do feel like it can be overwhelming, but also for me, I make it easy. I just tell myself that he's a baby. Like, kids can be challenging, so I just tell myself that he's a baby, doesn't know what he's doing, and that's just the honest truth. Like, he doesn't know what he's doing. He literally could be rocking my boat, but there's nothing I can do about it. I do tell him no every now and then, but he just doesn't care. And at his own bed, I'm not gonna do anything. Like, he's one. You can't really discipline a 1-year-old to a certain extent. The best I can say is no. Sometimes they understand what no means. Sometimes it doesn't. But other than that, I'm good. He's a great, beautiful, brilliant baby boy. He's very smart, very catchy. It's very beautiful. I'm really blessed to have him. So how am I? I am really good in terms of that department, like motherhood department. The journey wasn't really easy as of last year. The first year of motherhood, let me just say that the first year of motherhood was not easy. Okay, I lost myself 100 times. Like, I lost myself, and whenever I would try to get back up, I would lose myself again. Get back up, I would lose myself again. But I'm no longer allowing that to happen. I've realized how that happened, and I've realized that I got comfortable in losing myself. So I'm no longer allowing myself to get lost in motherhood. I want to be part of the journey. I don't want to be behind. I don't want to make my son my everything. I want to be with him. Like, I want to go through the journey with him. I don't want him to just be the baby and I'm just like the shadow of the person that I used to be. I'm allowing myself to be myself while I'm being his mother. Fortunately, like I said, I do have a lot of support at home, but there's one thing I can tell you about motherhood. I don't know how it's like for people with nannies, but for me, someone who stays with my parents and my brother, the support could be there, and I'm 100% supported at home. But there's always that thing in the back of your mind. I'm like, I could be working from home and I could just hear a little commotion happening, and I disconnect a little bit, like, from work, because like I need to concentrate on that. I don't know if people with nannies, they're like, I pay you to take care of that, but like for me, there's always that a little bit of guilt that oh no, like what if but then like they don't mind. So yeah, I've been great. The support is there. I'm glowing. I'm able to do my makeup again and look cute. Recently went out, put on a cute outfit. I was like, okay, this is life, this is life. So yeah, I'm good. Yeah, in terms of emotionally, it hasn't been texting like it was last year. So this year is very different. Again, I think it has to do with the fact that my son is a little bit grown now. Again, it's different for everyone. Okay, the next topic is friendships. How have I been able to balance friendships and motherhood? Funny enough, guys, I haven't really been around my friends. Honestly, I don't even know if some of my friends are still my friends at this point in time. When you're a new mother, you do a lot of analyzing, and there are some things that you realize, but then you nitpick everything. Obviously there is that part where you feel like people have left you alone, because obviously babies are teen. And I mean, you're a new mom, like you're now, I mean, and especially if your friends don't have kids, they might not understand some of those things. So I feel like in terms of my friendships, for the first part, it felt like they were giving me grace, and then I feel like it has shifted from giving me grace to just not being there. I feel like I'm no longer invited out. I'm no longer included. It sucks, honestly, but yeah, that's just what it's been. Last year we threw a birthday party for our son, and they all came through. Like, I feel like that's the most confusing part. Everyone that is my friend that I invited came through, and they came bearing gifts, like beautiful, thoughtful gifts. But also it's like that was the first time I'm seeing them, and I haven't seen them since then. Like, so it's like in bigger clear position, but I don't know if we're still cool, or if I'm still being given grace. Like, I don't know, but like, I miss my friends. I do miss my friends. I do miss doing some of the things that I can do as a mother, that we used to do. Yeah, I'm guessing life changes. I mean, I'm not the same person I was before I had a kid. I'm guessing even my experiences with people are not going to be the same like they were before I had a kid. But yeah, I just feel like there is a bit of a disconnect. In fact, a big disconnect. Haven't spoken to some like in months now. I haven't seen some in months now. And I'm a person with a very small circle, so it is felt. There are some days where I'm just home doing absolutely nothing, and then I would see people out and about. I'm like, geez, it would have been nice to be invited, because I'm not doing anything. Like, I would have enjoyed doing that. Someone would be like, why don't you reach out? Guys, one thing I know about me, like in my friendships before I had a baby, I was the planner. Like, I was the person who always wanted to try this out, and fortunately, like, my friends were always keen. I feel like that can also be extended to me. I don't know what's really going on outside now, and for some of them, like, who don't have kids, they'll be like, hey, we're doing this, would you like to try it out? That's the kind of friend I was before I had a baby. So it is a bit tricky, and I find myself more and more indoors because of that. And my cousin has recently relocated now, so I basically I have no one. Like, if I'm like, it feels rather like I have no, because it would be an insult not to say I don't have anyone when people came through for my son's birthday. But also, like, it kind of does feel like I don't have anyone, because again, after my son's birthday, I haven't seen anyone, and no one has reached out to me to say, hey, we're doing this, would you like to come? Yeah, I did meet new moms, also Pose too. Gonzaga, some of you might know her. She did a birthday party for her daughter. It was amazing. I met new moms. We kind of formed a group where we just discuss things that we'd like to do as new mothers. They all have, I mean, obviously they have babies. Why would they even be mothers? But yeah, we try and see if we can accommodate one another. That is well, I truly appreciate that friendship and that group. It's literally just centered around motherhood, and I enjoy that because at the end of the day, I mean, you do need people who are in the same space as you, which is like motherhoodship. But also it's like I've grown up with my other friends, like, you guys have been there for years. Like, for you to totally write me off like that, it feels like rather. But yeah, I'm guessing it's just one of the things that comes with like a different phase of your life. I've told, I've had a discussion with someone about this, and then it's like, you're a different person now. You need to embrace that. I am embracing the new journey, but I feel like you shouldn't lose people just because you pushed a human being out of your bye. So yeah, that's just that. When it comes to friendship, I'm feeling a bit disconnected. I don't know if I'm still friends with the people that I know to be my friends. I don't know if I need to do a reaching out, but also it's like, why like. And if there's one thing you need to know about me as like as a friend, is that I'm that one person who's down. Like, I'm down. Like, I'm down. So if you know that I'm down, why didn't you involve me? Anyway, that's just what it is in terms of friendship. Let's just say it's a little bit flimsy now. Like, it's a little bit flimsy. I went out once this year with a friend, with my cousins, and her friends. We went to Rand, and then we later went to Ayep. Yeah, that was the first time, and that was in mid Fab. I don't see myself going out anytime soon, because I don't know, like, I don't know, yeah, but that's just what it is. And then work. Oh guys, work has been challenging. Last year I was so excited. I moved into a different department, which honestly came last minute-ish. I wasn't really looking at the time. I was looking in a different department, in that one I didn't even know I had applied. I got a call, did an interview, it was successful from the beginning. It was amazing, but as time goes by, I don't know if bubudala apagum or it's having been with the company for quite some time, but I'm sensing a lot of hostility. I feel like I'm experiencing a lot of hostility. The department that I was in, it was strict, but like, there was familyship. I don't feel that in this department. I feel like you are very disposable. Like, they're ready to get rid of you if you must. Like, but like, I don't know if I'm being taught a lesson. I don't know if it's just the way of God saying, "Bana, puma." You're like, fly higher. I don't know, but in terms of that, like, there's just a little something that's holding me with the company right now. So let's just say I can't leave yet. I need to fulfill something personal that I can't really discuss. But yeah, I think that's the most frustrating part. At the same time, it's like, even if I wanted to stop working right now, I can't. I need to see this through. Yeah. And also lately I think it's because, I don't know if I could say it's toxic, but I'm not happy. I don't want to say it's toxic, but what I know is that I'm not happy. Like, like, I can say that out loud. I'm not happy. Like, I'm not happy. Like, but I've got a child to feed, I've got myself, so I have to thug it out. But honestly, I'm at the point where I'm like, God, do whatever you want. Like, sekungaphezu kwamandla sekungaphezu kwamandla ami. Or I've been feeling a lot lately, like, just doing nothing. I was looking at how my life has been. I went to crèche, primary school, high school, I went to varsity, and then I went to work. I didn't complete varsity, but I did varsity, and I went to work. I never had a break where I was doing nothing. I've never went a week without doing nothing in my entire life. Like I've never went a week other than school without doing nothing, or a month or so. And I hope I don't come off as ungrateful, but I'm realizing I'm only human. And I'm realizing that I'm only human. And you know what, as a human, it's okay to admit that you are tired. I feel like I'm tired now, and the environment that I'm in doesn't make it any easier. I'm tired. Like if kungatha manhleli phansi, like, oh Jesus Christ, I would. Like I would. I genuinely would. But yeah, I believe God will come through for me. He's always seen me through, but I know Kutubana no. Like something's got to give. Like it can't be like this. But yeah, I'm really tired, guys. Like I feel like it's a lot that I have to take in my brain right now. There's so many things that I'm faced with that I need to commit to, and I feel like the kind of environment that I'm in right now in terms of work, it's not making it any easier for all those other departments. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so dating. Dating. Okay, so let's see. 2024, I spent basically the entire year not really dating, because I was pregnant. And then 2025, I'm a new mom. So again, I'm not really dating. I tried talking to people here and there, but didn't really materialize, because again, my baby's young. I did though, towards the end of 2025, get into a relationship. It was a long distance relationship with a guy, a very gorgeous, tall, dark and handsome gent. You know, we were happy for the most part. You know, like I was talking to this person every single day, went down to Joburg. You know, it was amazing, guys. Like after the year has started, we started having a bit of issues, and issues in a sense, like the communication was the problem. Like I felt like communication started deteriorating. I hope I'm pronouncing that word right or correct, because there's Azina. If there's R, just know. Yeah, I felt like the communication started deteriorating. I think it's right. Deteriorating to an extent that okay, we never went a day without talking to each other, but we started talking like twice or once a day. And for me, that's very unhealthy. I don't care what the issue is. Like, call me the same way I will call you, talk to me, update me, and all of that, for me to feel secure. Because honestly, if you're not talking to me, what are you doing? I mean, obviously, I'm not saying outside of what are you doing with your life, like why are you not communicating with me as your partner? So we started having that issue, and then I raised this, we addressed it. According to him, he's busy with work, granted, you know, he holds a very challenging position at his work, but also like that challenging position has been challenging. And I was there. You were calling me 5 times a day. You were updating me with the most unnecessary things, which I appreciated. I'm not saying that I didn't appreciate those unnecessary things. I like that, to be involved in part of your day, but then it just started going quieter and quieter and quieter. So yeah, the communication started becoming very like a thing now. Like that's what we arguing about every now and then, like, why are you not communicating? And I just felt like, you know, there's a thin line between asking someone to communicate and I feel like and if there's one thing I am scared of, so I just feel like ingathi ndiyamcenga for uba athethe nami, ngathi, like, you know, ndimenzisa into angafuni uyenza. I was like, no sana, my pride is bigger than that. So I started mirroring him, which obviously he felt it, because I mean, who's putting you in a position to do something, when you're not doing it, they can see it. So okay, days leading up to Valentine's, the communication is very scarce. He called me, he was like, hey, I want us to talk, you know. I mean, I like this person, you know, Dantana, and I'm not gonna pretend like I don't want us to fix things. But then the timing, the timing I had a problem with. Like, why did our problem start 2 days leading to Valentine's, and after Valentine's we are trying to fix things, you know? But I was like, you know, I mean, Suchong and Daywan, like, don't look at it like that. After we've fixed things after Valentine's, I think we just started talking like back to daily routine, like we're talking every day, no right? But then I was like, no man, like yeah, and because I'm looking at him like sideways, man, and like, how come? What are the odds that we fought kula period yeah Valentine and you wanna be okay after this? And I was like, I feel like I'm not asking for anything. Like, I'm one person who never asked for anything in relationships. I've never been able to ask for anything. I feel like also that's just a topic for another day. But also, you're not doing anything. Like, on top of me not asking you for anything, you're still not doing anything. I was like, no, ekanisu anhani, like ekanisu anhani. I texted him about it a few days ago, and he hasn't responded. I think it's been about 4 days now. Him not saying anything was just like the validation that I needed. I felt so validated. We haven't spoken in 4 days, and the reason why we haven't spoken is pretty much me expressing how hurt I am over your actions. So no, yeah, I'm single. So if you have a brother on a Mali without kid, one max, I'm joking. So next topic, let's talk about weight. Guys, I've been struggling with my weight. Oh my god, I am struggling with my weight. And the thing is, I'm not my weight is like kind of consistent, but I feel like I'm overweight from the weight that I'm comfortable in. I think right now I'm currently weighing, because I've defaulted. I was eating clean, but like, you know, through this period where I'm going through this shit with this nigga, I've just defaulted. Like, you know, I just ate young intimacies or painting because I just felt like I didn't have time. I need to nurse this relationship that's failing. I need to work. I need to nurse work. I need to be a mother and everything else. So I just defaulted. I went back to eating junk. But yeah, I've been trying to eat healthy, which works. And I've been losing weight, but then I'm defaulting so much and I'm realizing it's mental. But I have a problem. Like, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm just like, oh no, like, baby, no. My back, umqolo wam umkhulu, amathanga, ingalo, like, oh my god, even my face is big right now. You may not notice it because I did a lot of contouring, but my face is really big. My face is really big. Yeah, I've just been struggling with weight, guys. I've taken green tea. That's the thing, I lose weight but then I go back in. And this I'm not buying new clothes. Like, forget about me buying new clothes. Like, I will buy clothes, of course, but like, I'm not buying a size 36. And yes, guys, I'm not going to 36. I refuse. Each jean must be on 34. If I'm at 34, I'm not wearing jeans because I will not see 36 on my tag. But yeah, I've been struggling with my weight, but I've made a decision. Go to March, no more excuses. I can see that the sun is coming down a bit, so I will be able to jog. I think that's another thing. Like, I couldn't be active because one thing about me, like, I hate ilanga. I hate heat. I hate ubushushu. So now it's a bit, so I'll start jogging. I'll be strict with my diet, and I think I will start also making the food, but again, prepping food. Yeah, food prep. Oh my god, why did it take me that long? Yeah, I'll start food prepping, and I will just try to be consistent, honestly, for my own sake and for my own mental health. I feel really good when I can look good in clothes. I am trying to be outside a little bit this year. I don't know how, with the situation I've expressed with my friendships, but I have a friend. Tori is always by my side. Tori is always willing to Tori is just always willing, and I appreciate him so much. I know my other friends are always there for me as well, but I just don't know how to navigate this disconnect. And I don't think they are bad friends. I just don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's just me being given grace or whatever the case may be, but I feel like if I start dressing well, taking more pictures, posting more on my Instagram, that is also good for my mental health. Because one thing about me, I love going through my Instagram and just seeing me looking dazzling, bangling, you know. So there hasn't been any of that, because again, I'm indoors and I'm overweight. Yeah, that's just been a bit challenging, but I don't want to move like that anymore. I don't want to move like that. Okay, last but not least, loneliness. Oh, before that, let's talk about, I want to address something. So on my previous sit down video, which I did about my pregnancy journey, you guys know that the father of my child and we basically didn't see eye to eye during the course of my pregnancy. As a result, I went through my pregnancy alone from beginning to end. But you know, I think when my son was about like a month old, you know, he came back. He came back. I don't want to touch much on that, but like, because some of the things that I'll be telling you guys won't make sense, so I feel like I need to address this. Let's just say we are co-parenting very, very well, and I feel like honestly I wouldn't have it any other way. He's a very good dad to our son. He's present in any way or form. So that part I need you guys to know as my YouTube family, because I feel like no guys, it was like that, but also like there were also changes. We are good parents. We take Lisedi on dates, and etc. Obviously as soon as he's grown enough, they will just do their own dates things, but for now we have to, unfortunately, not unfortunately, but like we have to co-parent, like co-parent, like corner physically, both of us at the same time. Yeah, so that part I hope you guys are keeping in mind, because moving forward, when I say that we took our son to this, I don't want you guys to say but waungathanga. Yeah, but nalena ndiyayicho. Yeah, last but not least, loneliness. I've been feeling so lonely. I've been feeling very, very lonely. I think with everything that I've mentioned, you can see how I've been feeling lonely. Work is not so great. Friendships are not so great. You know, relationship now isn't so great. But even before then, while my relationship was great, I still felt lonely, because again, like it's a long distance relationship. He's in Joburg, I'm here, you know. So I just felt like I feel like I don't have anyone in my corner, you know. I mean, obviously I have my friend Pam. Jesus Christ, I have that girl. Like I have that girl. But like here in Cape Town, physically, like lonely man. Lonely. And I feel like if it wasn't for Pam, I would have lost my mind, you know. Tori lost his phone or whatever the case may be, so I haven't really been talking to him much. But yeah, I've just been feeling lonely. Like I feel so lonely, you know. You know, sometimes guys, motherhood has its own challenges, but I miss companionship. I miss the life that I had before I had a baby, which I miss it. Like, it's okay to admit that you miss something. I do miss the life that I had before I had a baby. Mainly, I think just like I had more people in my space then. I feel like I feel like abantu abakhoyo spaces sami ngoku bancinci. Also, I don't know if it has anything to do with growth. Mhlawumbe sonke sibadala sixakekile ne. They could also be feeling lonely in their own capacities, but like that doesn't take away from how I feel, you know. So I've been feeling very lonely. Like I could be at my house, I'm like, oh, brother, mama, like I know you guys, like I'm feeling lonely with you guys in the house, though I appreciate them so much. But I'm sure you guys know what I mean. Like you can feel lonely with people in your presence. But yeah, I've been feeling very, very lonely. I'm gonna try to do a lot of things that require me to leave the house. It's still a bit challenging for me to leave the house because my mom looks after my son. So sometimes, like on my off days, I'm like, "Ugh, I would like to go for a cocktail and the sushi," but I'm like, I don't want to bring my son with me for that. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, ndizamshiya ngoku umntanam nomamam, and umamam suppose bawuya off xa ndiofileyo. So I'm guessing like now that I'm gonna take my son to daycare full time, like full time, my best student full time, maybe that's going to help a lot. But yeah, I have been feeling lonely. I really have been, but I'm hopeful that that will change soon. Yeah, I just feel like I've been wanting to do this video for a very long time, and I'm trying to open up more. There's a YouTuber that I'm currently watching right now. She's very open in her channel. I feel like I want to bring you guys on some of the things that I've gone through, on things that I'm going through at that moment, so that Nindas and I feel like I'm very cold towards you guys, and it's something that I'm trying to unlearn. You know, before Instagram was a thing, like not a thing, but like before, like a lot of us were active on Instagram. I was fairly, I don't want to say big. I was never big on Facebook, but like I had a lot of people that knew me, and I went like when there were times where I was bullied, it felt like everyone is ganging up on me. Like people that I kiki with every day just made me that made me realize that online people are not your friends. So like be very careful what you share online, because like that person that's always commenting with the hearts and the in love faces on your pictures or whatever the case may be will be laughing at a scandal about you. So I think that's just what caged me in terms of opening up. But like I feel like I want to open up a bit more this year. Also, like I'm a mother, I just want to share my journey with transparency and everything else. Also, I feel like because I'm not able to go out a lot to do like vlogs, I'm compelled to sit down and just talk to you guys. So I will be posting this video Saturday, and then the other Saturday will probably be a vlog, and then I'll try and find time that week to shoot another sit down and so forth and so forth. So I'm trying to juggle between sit downs and vlogs, sit downs and vlog, and sit downs and vlog. Yeah, I hope you guys did really enjoy this video. I know, okay, one thing about me, I'm not very good at articulating myself. Some people say I am, but I don't. Mhlawumbe ndiyakwazi uthetha like uthetha kakuhle, but like I feel like sentences zam zithi, like you may not notice it, but I know like ndiyabuthetha ubhanqa, but I try to get to a point, and I've realized like someone mentioned like I come off as someone who tried to over explain, because I feel like I'm very misunderstood, which is also something that I've had to deal with like for the most parts of my life, like misunderstood. So I hope I made sense in this video, and yeah, I hope I made sense for you to understand me. Please leave a comment, engage, on anything, or rather on things that you'd like me to talk about on my channel. Really appreciate the love on my previous vlog where there were so many congratulations. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you being part of my journey. It's the small things like you commenting on my video that made me get the campaigns that I've gotten. If it was just blank, no one was gonna do shit with me, because like you are just a ghost town. But like your one comment means a lot to me, and as you're watching this video now, like a like and a comment, it means a lot to me, because you don't know who could be watching and recognize good, but now someone is present on this channel. This is not a ghost town, like these are real people. So I truly appreciate when you guys engage on my content. I will be seeing you guys on my next vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Bye.